It is hot out there and it's not even 8 o'clock. We're getting a somewhat early start because we're going to Ha Long Bay. Made sure to have my sunglasses, hat, a cover up, and backpack for this all-day excursion to the breathtaking beauty of Ha Long Bay. We'll be exploring stunning limestone karsts, hidden caves, and emerald waters. Our adventure began bright and early as we departed from Hanoi. We sat back, relaxed, and enjoyed the scenic drive through the picturesque countryside as we made our way to Ha Long Bay. You can appreciate the metropolitan nature of Hanoi as we were leaving. Here is the Red River. Fortunately for us, there was a new highway that is several years old that helped expedite this 3-hour journey. I couldn't imagine how much longer it used to take. After what seemed to be a long time, we had a rest stop at Legend Pearl. There, we learned how pearls are cultivated and extracted. There was also a jewelry shop if you wanted a luxurious souvenir to take home, but I was more interested in the coffee shop. After all, we are in Vietnam, land of coffee. I got the hot coconut coffee, so this coffee is pretty strong and it's going to power me through the rest of the day. We were getting close to Ha Long Bay, as this was the view from the rest stop. Because it was summertime, it started to rain and I got worried about how it was going to affect our trip. Note, there are a lot of hotels in this area if you wanted to do an overnight stay in Ha Long before or after going out to the bay. We arrived at the port and it was controlled chaos to have our tour group get through and wait for our guide to purchase our boat tickets. Behind me is Ha Long Bay. I can't believe how close I am to it. This site has been on my bucket list for the longest time. I think the weather is going to cooperate with us. Remember how it was raining on the bus? I guess we're not going to get rained out. It actually looks like it's cleared up. Then it was time to board the boat that we would be spending the rest of the day on. And we're off. It was a short ride out of the harbor, and we were greeted by one of the many rock formations that we would see on the trip. Never in my dreams I would have thought that I'd be eating lunch here in Ha Long Bay, let alone go see it. There are small boat vendors throughout the bay, and I guess our ship had bought some goods from this particular one. Ha Long translates to descending dragon in English. Legend has it that dragons descended from the heavens to help the Vietnamese fight foreign invaders and protect their homeland. Use your imagination and these limestone karsts will look like the backs of dragons. Given its beauty and cultural significance, Ha Long Bay is a UNESCO heritage site. They say that you haven't visited Vietnam until you visited Ha Long Bay. We were going to explore more of Ha Long Bay in various ways today. With nearly 2,000 islands, we stopped at one of them. So they let us off the boat at Ti Top Island and gave us some time to explore the area. So there's a lot of things you could do here. So you can hang out at the beach over there, or you can climb up the stairs and get another view of Ha Long Bay. See what I mean? There's a beach area where you can go swimming or rent a chair just to sit out and enjoy the views. And here we go, up the stairs, 400 steps. At least the nice thing is that you can actually wear sandals or flip-flops up these steps. Ooh, it's a little humid up here, but at least we got some nice shade. And it looks like there's a little gift shop refreshment stand about quarter up. Okay, this looks like it's the halfway point, but there's some more, so we're gonna keep going. Ooh, I am working up a sweat here. I think I see the top up there. And it looks like we got to the top. Yeah, so it took about 10 minutes. I'm a little sweaty, but the view, you can't beat the view. Another pro tip besides sunscreen is to bring bug spray, because there's a lot of wildlife around here, especially mosquitoes, and we haven't been bitten yet. Cross our fingers. At least going down the steps took less time. After all, we only had 45 minutes on the island. Alright, we made it down. I'm super sweaty, and if I was smarter, I would have came dressed in my bathing suit to jump into the water. See? We could have jumped into the water for maybe a minute or two. I had to settle on dipping my feet in the water instead. So the water's actually pretty tepid. Now I regret not having my bathing suit underneath my tank top. Otherwise, I totally would jump in. Everybody else here had the right idea. They did have dressing and shower rooms on this island. The 45 minutes quickly passed and we had to return to our ship. Had we had a private tour or an overnight stay in Halong Bay, we might have had more time. And it's back on the boat for our next excursion. So for our next adventure, we're riding a bamboo boat around Halong Bay. There was something to be said to be off the ship and onto the water to see Halong Bay up close and out in the fresh air. There was an option to kayak, but we decided not to, so it's much easier to get on the boat and have somebody do the rowing. Part of this excursion included passing under a cave. It was a little tight. This is not for the claustrophobic. So we are going through a cave here. It's pretty tight and narrow because there's a lot of kayakers in here. Wow, it's really tight. Oh, I gotta bend over. Ooh. Wow. They didn't say wear helmets. Wow, this is really close. I think we're safe now. We're back out in the open. But wow, that was the most narrow cave I've ever been in, and I've gone caving in New Zealand and in Belize, but nothing like that, where I really could have taken off my head. After that harrowing feat through the cave, it was time to relax in the lagoon. Tons of fun. We just got off of the bamboo boat, now making our way back to the big boat. Our last excursion for the day is the caves. Oh no, our boat, it's taken off. Is it gonna leave us here at the surprise cave? Surprise! The boat's left. Surprise, that is. Hang Sung Sok literally translates to surprise cave. And of course, we have to go up the stairs. Some more stairs. And inside, you truly get a surprise of how extensive this cave is with its otherworldly stalactites and stalagmites. Of course, exit through the gift shop. Take a little bit of Ha Long Bay with you. One last look from Surprise Cave. I have to admit, they fed us well on this trip. We had snacks to refuel after a day of climbing steps, rowing, and spelunking. And now, a 1-hour sail back to the port. I'm gonna take this time to take in the rest of this view because there's no other place I've been to that's just like this. And we didn't have time to pack everything into one day. There are options to stay overnight on a boat in the middle of Ha Long Bay like a floating hotel. Next time, I think I'm gonna do that, which would allow me to see Ha Long Bay at a more leisurely pace. Ha Long Bay has been surreal. I can't believe that all the times I've seen pictures when I was a child wishing that one day I would come here, I'm actually here in 2023, finally. One last look at Ha Long Bay, and over there is back to the city. Our day trip to Ha Long Bay was an unforgettable experience filled with natural wonders and cultural immersion. It is a true gem of Southeast Asia. Every moment was a picture-perfect memory waiting to be captured. As we headed back to Hanoi, I reflected with gratitude to have made this journey when my parents could not when they were growing up in the southern part of Vietnam during the war. Subscribe to my channel for more travel inspiration and vlogs about my trip to Vietnam. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming adventures.